Yeah, I can take this hat off. Welcome to Blippi and Blippi's story time. Here we go. There once was a man named Bob who had a green car that was green. He drove it to the store and then bought a banana. The banana was very yummy, so he went back and bought 500 more bananas. Sadly, it turns out that eating 500 bananas will make you very sick. He had to go to the hospital. There he had open stomach surgery, which saved his life. Bob is very happy now and knows not to eat more than 499 bananas at once. The end. Okay. So, yep, that was Bob. Thankfully, Bob is doing much better now that he knows the safe amount of bananas to eat. Let's read about Jingles the cat. Jingles is a cat. He likes fish on tuna. He's a very good cat, but likes to drive cars and eat food. He eats cars. I asked him why. He said they are yum. He said, I am yum. I am 8. Here the story ends. The story does not end. Okay. That was Jingles the cat. There once was a frog named Smog who liked to play the bagpipes. He played them all day until his neighbors called the cops and arrested him. Poor Smog went to prison for 50 years. This is the story of Smog's great bagpipe prison escape. Smog had been waiting forever. The days had become indistinguishable from another, if not for his piece of rock that he used to scrape notches into the wall to keep track of the weeks. The reason he did this was because every 5th day of every other week was peanut butter and jelly day. Smog was sorry for what he had done to his neighbors' ears and was planning to turn his life around from a life of noise. Something wasn't right. Smog was sure he had counted right, but there was no peanut butter and jelly sandwiches today. What? That's it. Smog is getting out of prison and wreaking loud havoc on his neighbors. Smog picked up his bomb that was under his bed and blew up the cell. The warden, the actual warden mob, didn't stop him because, well, he can't see. The noise confused him, and Smog was able to walk away free. He went back to his neighborhood and went to the grocery store and robbed them at Bagpipe Note. They couldn't take the noise, so they gave him all the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches they had. Smog then went home and played his bagpipes and ate his sandwiches and lived happily ever after. The neighbors all moved away. That's why cities exist. The country is where frogs live. People go to the city because there's no frogs to play the loud bagpipes. The end. Oh yes, yeah, Lord of the Rings Smog. Maybe that's where I got the name. It did sound familiar. All right, here we go. Billy. Billy planted a pumpkin in his backyard. He took care of it every day. Soon it grew big and orange. He decided to carve it like a jack-o'-lantern. Now Billy's garden is at the top of the hill, and his house is at the bottom of the hill. The pumpkin was heavy. Billy could barely lift it. Finally, Billy lifted it up. Then, oh no! Billy dropped the pumpkin down the hill, and it rolled and smash! It crashed right into Billy's house. So Billy decided to carve the pumpkin and live inside of it. Billy is happy. The end. Congrats, Billy. He's very resourceful. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. The War of the Fish and the Lobsters and other crustaceans. Long, long ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Or maybe a pond or something, I don't know. There was a happy and simple tribe of fish. They lived in harmony with all the other enchanted animals, tribes, and enchanted dragons. But one day along came a lobster. This was no ordinary lobster. This was the great supreme dictator lobster. He believed that lobsters were not respected and that were truly better than the other enchanted animals, especially the fish. He started with small-scale attacks, a couple things here, a couple things there, but soon he realized that he would need to step up his game if he would successfully overthrow the fish. He brought on his crustacine crew. The crustacines included the shrimp and the crabs. They were an unstoppable trio. The enchanted animal tribes banded together. There were the Shark Clan, the Pufferfish Clan, the Whale Tribe, the Cat Coalition, and many more. But not all enchanted clans decided to join the fish. Some chose to follow the lobsters. One of these were the geese, who worked along with him at times. Whoa. The sides waged wars. Things escalated. Bombs and things happened. But one day, the lobster dictator wondered, why? Why are we fighting? We should be at peace. The lobster dictator relinquished his goal to be the supreme creature and brought all the enchanted sea creatures and animals to peace. The enchanted clans lived happily ever after. The end. P.S. The cats rule now. Some things may not be as they seem.